We're back with Holstein Association USA's CEO, John Meyer. Now, I hear that you have a saying, this isn't your grandpappy's association. What does that mean?
Well, I do, Michelle, and I say that with all due respect to our grandpappies. And I also usually add that it can be if you want it to be. But what I mean by that is that we offer more than the traditional services of registering and transferring cattle. So we have a wide array of different programs, products, and services that we offer. One of the things that also makes us unique is the way we've expanded in other parts of the dairy industry. Several years ago, we bought Agritech Analytics, ATA of Visalia, California, which is a dairy records processing center. And that brought us to a whole new group of dairy farmers in the West Coast that we really hadn't worked with before and provided them dairy records processing services. And then we have our great partnership with Allflex with ear takes, and that's another area that's a big part of our business today. And then more recently, we've started working with Zoetis in genomic testing and genomic services. So those are three of the areas that we work with that are a little bit different than most breed associations. And then another thing that we very recently started was we started marketing semen for dairy farmers themselves. So if a dairy farmer has a bull that he'd like to have semen marketed from, they can work with our division of Holstein Marketplace Sires to get that done. So those are some of the things we're doing today that are a little bit different. And anything we can do to try to help dairy farmers be more successful, we're interested in.
Why should all dairies consider working with the association?
Well, there's so many good reasons, Michelle, but one of the real basic ones is that it's a member-driven organization, and it's governed by dairy farmers for dairy farmers. And we have over 24,000 members from coast to coast. It's a group of people that all have similar interests. And one of the other things that I think is attractive for people is look at the type of people that you've profiled on Holstein America. Those are some of the best dairy cattle breeders in the world. And it's a chance to interact and get to know people like that you may have never known before. And the other one is, I would just say, our sustainability. And what do I mean by sustainability in a dairy organization? Well, the fact that we've been able to help dairy farmers consistently for 137 years.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, now what's the future for the association?
I think the future is really bright, Michelle. When you look at the need for dairy proteins in the world going forward, it's an enormous need that we have. And there is no cow that produces higher quality and more higher quality milk, protein, and butter fat than the registered Holstein cow. So as we go forward, the need and the demand for registered Holstein breeders will continue to be strong, and we're really excited about the future.
Well, thank you so much for taking us on this tour, and we appreciate all that you and your amazing team do.
Thank you, Michelle.